but we start that at 6th grade, and sometimes even earlier than that with the traditional band model. With jazz band, typically you don't do that until you get into middle school, and then it's on top of what you already learned. And there's some tricky things in there that you've got to learn. You've got to unlearn some old habits and relearn or learn some new habits. But it's so gratifying to be able to have the students are so comfortable with that you can put virtually anything in front of them. And I guess between the two bands this year alone, there's probably been through 60, 65 pieces of music. I mean, easy. You know, whether they came and went, whatever. We performed some of them, we read some of them, back they went, which is it's great. That's the way it should be. And I don't know if you noticed, but typically with the younger ones, or sometimes I'm in front of them, sometimes I'm not. One of the things that students have to learn, and I'm a really big believer of this, is they have to learn how to be musicians. And the only way that you can learn how to be musicians, there's time when I need to step away, and I do that. I try, I'll start rehearsal and I'll say, okay, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to listen to the back. And I'll sit there with my scores and I'll literally sit in the back of the room while they're playing, because I need to get them to listen. It's not about watching me, all the time and making sure that I'm controlling it. These kids really are making the music, especially with jazz, so they're doing a fantastic job with that. This is bittersweet on the spring concert. It comes to the end of another wonderful year. This group went to Florida Bandmasters Association District Music Performance Assessment earlier in the year in January and made straight superiors. And Mom and Dad would be pleased to know that on our report cards from the judges, we got all A's. There was nothing less than that. It's always great to see as a teacher. We go to those things to see, make sure that we make sure that actually what we thought we taught actually was taught, and the judges will give feedback on things to work on or whatever. Literally, it was the whole page of A's and pluses, and on the comments it was like, fantastic job, best of luck to you, that kind of stuff. So we took this band to the state level in April. I think it was April. Yeah, and up there in right around Gainesville area, and we earned straight excellence there on the state level, which is incredible. So. Probably one of the best jazz bands we've had here at Northport High School, and next year we're going to be just as strong. So looking forward to that. Can I just take a moment, all the seniors, would you please just stand to be recognized tonight? These are all the seniors in our band tonight. And seniors, I know we recognize you, but on the first day too. Stand up, Melanie. We're certainly going to miss these kids, but we wish them well as they go on. And I dearly hope that they have a spot in music. They keep music in their hearts as they go on to college and other things in professional lives. I'd like to see that happen. And I do hope that you all keep in touch, because our band is a family. There's two awards that are given for jazz to a senior, and I'd like to go ahead and give those today. The first one is the Woody Herman Award. And the Woody Herman Award is basically for the jazz musicians who made outstanding contributions to the jazz ensemble. Any one of the kids in my program are award winners in any other program, so I'm really lucky. But there's a few who stand out, and they need to really be recognized. The first young man that I'm going to recognize is someone who's taken on more than just rehearsing with the band and playing concerts and whatnot. We do a musical every year, and this year was particularly difficult. We took on Legally Blonde, which is just off of Broadway and just released in the high school. It's incredibly difficult. Modern scoring. It's all jazz band stuff and rock and roll stuff, and very, very difficult. And it was all student musicians, so all 9 musicians got together. My fantastic rhythm section here from the first band really carried that show for us, and I'm really proud of them. And one of the young men who helped do that was Taylor Semensky. Okay, and the next award is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. This says, in recognition of outstanding achievements in the field of jazz, it's demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity. More than that, it goes to a student who is just driven by music, who is gives their heart and soul to what they do and loves what they do so much that they just couldn't imagine doing anything else. We have several of those students I'm fortunate to have, but one in the jazz band that left out immediately. He played just about everything that you could imagine. He wants to go on in composition. Like I said, with that musical, he was very proud of the fact that he had 7 guitars that he had to do, and a mandolin, and this and that, and the other things. And personally set up that whole pit orchestra, and is always there to do whatever needs to be done. Never ask any questions. What needs to be done, Mr. Bradley? I'll make sure that it gets done. There for everything. This award goes to Matt Mulkern.